What is up, gamers? How we feeling tonight? You guys having a good one? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm feeling great. Flesh and Blood is better than ever. There's a huge tournament on the horizon. Like, what a time to be alive. Need to get something set up real quick. But yeah, we have a Flesh and Blood tournament coming up that has no draft in it. It's all classic constructed. It's all show up with a deck of your design, with your plans, and try to make the most of it. Living Legend. What a format. Sean, football is so back. Kansas City L. You know that's it's funny you bring that up, Sean. Because I'm a Kansas City fan. I was a little bummed that Philadelphia won last year, which is where we're going to be going for Worlds this year. And a lot of my friends are Philly fans, so, you know, I'd like to think that I could have celebrated with them. But I really wanted to see Kansas get the three-peat. I thought that would have been pretty sick. But unfortunately, there was no three-peat. Philly came in and absolutely spanked them. It wasn't the most embarrassing loss, but boy, it wasn't good. But no, we're going to Philly. We're going to Philly, and we're going to play Classic Constructed and Living Legend. No draft. Living Legend in a format where decks like Ira have won 2 of the premier Living Legend events in a row. I guess the first one was really the big one. The second one here in Orlando, I heard from some people that there were only like 56 players, which, like, it's an Orlando battle hardened at, you know, the end of August. People have just gone back to school, or people have just gone back to work, depending on their job, you know. So I can kind of understand why it was a little bit smaller. I had an opportunity to go to this battle hardened in Orlando, but I decided to pass just because I was thinking, I don't know, it's a Living Legend, battle hardened. I'm probably not good enough to just show up and win that without too much experience under my belt on something very specific. And I didn't feel like, you know, I love Ira, but I didn't feel like I could see Naive win in Singapore and then just do it in Orlando, so I decided to pass up on that. But good friend of mine, Evan Herndon, he's a Florida native, so it wasn't too big of an ask for him to go. He got second place on Chain, which is just awesome to me. I thought Chain kind of got wrecked by the bans, but and apparently with the unbanning, Chain is like really going to be back as like a force to be reckoned with Urge unbanned. But Evan got second place, like super impressive. Duskblade, hell of a card, Duskblade. So cool to see Duskblade have a place. A lot of people I've talked to have told me recently, like, they showed up in Everfest or later, so like they didn't really get to experience the. Shoot, I don't even know if Duskblade got spoiled back then. Like, spoilers worked different. I think we just found out that it caught a ban. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but like LSS said, hey, this card that's coming out is banned in Classic Constructed, and then it got banned in Blitz like a month later. But it was this crazy thing, because back then there weren't very many bans in Flesh and Blood, so Duskblade was really standout, and it's very cool to see it kind of come into it. This thing that they kind of just made out of flavor. They wanted a shadow, or not even a shadow, I guess, a Ruin Blade version of the Dawn Blade, and they accidentally just made something way too powerful. But I fucking love that Chain is really getting some mileage out of it. Does he even have the other? Yeah, he's got Rosetta, of course, for other now. But Evan, you know, he just won the Calling in Kansas City. I was chatting with him outside in between rounds. So nice to see Evan really, like, he won Nationals, then kind of a lull, and then now he's won a Calling, and he just got second in a battle hardened. So sick to see. See, let's take a look at this. What is this thing doing? Anything cool? Just out of curiosity. Balance of Justice. Makes sense. Chain always liked a good hat. Thinking back to the skull, Arcanite skull cap. But Dance of Darkness, of course, for Kano or Vincent and all kinds of stuff. Face Purgatory, just one of the best helmets in the game. Back in the day on Azalea, when I would shoot a Bolton shot into a Ruined Blade, would go again, Face Purgatory. I just got to the point where I just didn't shoot Bolton shots. I would just block with them and then shoot the other arrow. There is no follow-up arrow. There's just the arrow and the Bolton shot I blocked with. Quick dodge flexors. That's pretty cool to see. I wonder what matchup that was for. Interesting. I'm sure Evan probably could enlighten me on that. Belittle with the blue. Oh wait, blue belittle. Wow. So you just want to be able to do the magnetism trick. And yellow belittle. Okay, yeah. So this is belittle Art of War. One cold. I think it was one cold. Only allowed to run one cold, right? Yeah. Soul Reaping. So cool to see. But anyways, that's Evan. Evan did a great job getting second with Chain. But we're really here to talk about Ira. We've got Andrew Wilborn, who beat Evan's Chain. Right here. In Orlando. And then we've also got Naib, who won in Singapore. And I'm pretty curious to see the differences between the list. I think Ira, you know, the needle thing, I don't know if any of you guys were privy to it. You probably were. It was like the secret that was not a secret. When Hunted came out, Ira with needles was like just going to be the best classic constructed deck, and all of us at TheCardGuyz were excited to play it. And it was like this conversation of, do we run 2 needles or 1 needle and 1 Kodachi? That was like the big argument. It's like we all were like, we're definitely playing Ira. She's a cheat code. Oh, I need to change the link. But are we going to be on double needles? Are we that greedy? And then ultimately it got banned, so it didn't matter. It turns out it is just go all in on the needles. They're not that hard to get back. Which is funny. I was in the camp of 1 needle, 1 Kodachi. I loved like knowing that I wasn't going to lose one of them. I would have some kind of go again dagger. Turns out with enough pick up the points and up sticks, doesn't matter. Ooh, arcane compliance. That's pretty cool. But yeah. So let's take a look and see if there's a big difference between these 2 lists at all. What's good, Tristan? What's up, Khan Rava? Will LSS throw a monkey wrench into the ring with the... Will LSS throw a monkey wrench into the ring with the BNR on November 3rd with a needle ban, sending all pro players into a frenzy? Well, I don't think they would ban needle completely right before Worlds. I think there is a world where they would restrict it so that you could only have 1 needle. I could see that happening. Restricting Zephyr Needle to just 1, that way you have to run 1 Kodachi. But, I mean, it just depends. Like, is Ira actually gonna dominate this format? Or are other decks gonna step up to the plate? I've been told, apparently, that Briar is supposed to beat up on Ira. I know some other decks are about to step up to the plate, like Chain and Viserai. With Deadwood Dirge getting unbanned, like Chain and Viserai probably, I don't know, probably can really smack Ira around, I would imagine. I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, I'd say that's a big tool in their arsenal. So it just depends. Like, is Ira actually the best deck? Is she actually so cracked that something needs to happen? I'm of the camp right now that I don't think so. I've heard rumors that apparently Naive should have maybe lost this Battle Hardened, but in one of his matches, something happened very fortunate for him. So if that's the case, then like that's one less win for the category. And then Andrew, you know, congratulations to Andrew Wilburn. He beat Evan Herndon. Like that's pretty darn impressive. National US champ. But like it was a 50-something person tournament, so who's to say at Worlds is Ira really going to be up to snuff? And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. So let's take a look at these two lists, see the differences. Currently, not too crazy, so one less piece of armor. So we said no tide flippers in Andrew's list. And he's running no ruined hood instead of gloves. That's interesting. So he basically never. Well, he's got Spellfray gloves. Okay. So he wants Spell Void and AB1. Wonder what match you don't want to be flicking, but you do want to have Spell Void plus your AB1. Kano, maybe? Is that even worth it though? I feel like I'd want more Spell Void or just to have more flick capabilities. Here we've got the AB1 chest and the tide flippers, so AB3 in Naib's list, which is a little bit more comfy for me as someone who's trying to play into a Kano, having the ability to say like, no, I've got AB3 and you're gonna have a hard time breaking these equals. So good luck killing me. And then you probably, you got Mask of Momentum to say they have to block, so they can't really be as good on back, like if they play on their turn. Where Andrew is saying, screw Kano. I've got AB1 in the hat slot for matchups where the mask isn't going to matter. Like if you run into, I guess, Verdant's Living Legend or Florian, if that's still a thing. They kind of were, at least Florian was. Because he's never going to let you get masks, so Nora and Hood is probably better. I just don't know what the Spellfray gloves are for. That's the thing that's... Because you run enough blues that I feel like you can just run, like, orange gloves. Oh, hang on a second. He's got Autumn's Fall and Tide Flippers in the sideboard. I didn't even check that. So he can go up to AB3 and Spell Void 1. Never mind. Okay, so he's got the wizard package nice and sorted. See Naib's sideboard. Oh, this is everything inclusive. Okay, cool. Alright, well, the most recent one to win was Andrew Wilborn, so I think we're going to take that for a spin first. Let's see what happened. Living Legend format. Make it public. And let's rock and roll. Oh. But yeah, as an Ira fan, I'm very excited to see that Ira is not only like pretty constructed playable, she's also very Living Legend playable, which is pretty exciting. Blah. Alright, let's see if this Lexi is going to give me a hard time or not. Alright, so all of that is good. We don't want any of our AB stuff. That's some cards. Warmongers is good. Weakest link is probably no text. What else is bad? Oasis. Really? Oasis? I guess it's a pretty good song. I'm gonna ditch to Oasis. We're just gonna run one of them. Kind of a mediocre hand. Hopefully they let me block with some of it. Probably not though. She's probably just gonna Arsenal face up card and pass turn. Like load with their bow. This is what my main board sideboard looks like, by the way. The only time I play stuff other than flippers is into Kano. Is this your deck, Bestodian? This is what my main board sideboard is, by the way. Only time I play stuff other than flippers is Kano. Okay. Nora and Hood is only for Kano. Your listing is missing 2 copies of Bleed Out and 2 copies of Bittering Thorns. Oh, is that right? We'll have to fix that after this game. Thank you for all that, Bestodian. I appreciate the call-outs. That is pretty sweet. Oh, sweet. He's actually going to let me block? That's awesome. do want a blue for my turn. Oh, none of these things block with 3. Do you think if I block with 3 cards, he's just going to shoot another arrow? Well, I don't want to lose my +1, so I can do it. I'm keeping a pain in the backside. Yeah. One backs to trigger mask. Especially if I'm going to try and force her to block. So now they have a choice of shooting another arrow. And they might, because I only have 1 card in hand. I feel like they'd probably rather set up. Nope, they're going to shoot it. They're going to go off Arsenal. Well, I mean, I have to take 4 and not get +1 off of Ira next turn. But I think them going off of Arsenal is kind of worth 5? Kind of? So, I mean, I gotta live with it. Watch me draw a CNC. Okay, I didn't. But I also didn't draw a blue. Shoot, I didn't draw a blue for that either. So probably that's my arsenal. Good. I guess there's a reason to gravekeeping because I can... I mean, no, the Codex is still got a target if I get rid of one of those. Oh, this hand is kind of shit. I took 4 plus -1 to do it. I didn't really have a choice. It was... I guess I could have taken 1 less if I had blocked 4 on both. We go cadet. Well, I want to keep an arsenal, so yeah. Alright, so just pain in the backside for 3. They're incentivized to block it, but they might not. And then I think it's just gravekeeping for 5. I'm probably just going to arsenal a snatch instead of bleed out, actually. Although this one's got go again, so there's that. I'm gonna break the chain because I'd rather get rid of their 0-cost arrow with gravekeeping than their 1+1. Oh, I meant to arsenal snatch, whatever. We're gonna say the go again's more important in this deck that has good finishers already. This way, if he needed like a 0-cost for his codex, no, he doesn't have it, I guess. Gravekeeping is a cool card. I like it. Although I think I recently sold my alt art. Maybe I should have kept just 1. Yeah, I'm Andrew Wilburn. What's up, Andrew? Congrats on your fucking win, bro. Gravekeeping is sideboard. I only play it into CYB and Ira mirrors. First Lexi, I would be siding out Gravekeeping, Oasis, and Weakest. Okay, cool. Good to know. I just pass. Look at that, guys. We've got the battle-hardened champ in chat helping us navigate our way through this deck. Pretty cool, honestly. Endless Arrow is something that I personally love to block, so we're going to use this sink below. See if we can find a better target than pick up the... That's fine. Nothing amazing, but it's fine. Ooh, Arctic Incarceration. Okay, so... trying to think what the line is here. This will cost 2, so I won't be able to pay for a dagger retrieval. So yeah, both dagger swings are now going to consume all of that. Shit, so if I hit once for 2, does this pay for the whole bleed out? Oh my god, that's so good. I guess I'm just gonna lead with this, and 1 for 2 or 1 for 1. I think I'd rather have the upsticks in arsenal, but we'll keep that. toggle that off until I'm gonna need it. Suppose if he had let it break, maybe I could have considered it. I throw this for 5? No, I probably throw this for 3. Then I throw this for 4. Right up. You let me draw? Oh wow, you're crazy. Ooh, and it's a good draw too. Sick. I guess I can flick now, can I? Can. I'm gonna be arsenaling this, so I guess I can flick no matter what. So yeah, we'll just sort of pick up the jab. I guess I'll go ahead and flick here, because we're arsenaling up sticks. It's just not cost nothing, right? 0 for 4 with Gogan. Sweet. Alright, we did a ton of damage there. Let's see how sick their turn. Oh, we got a dual threat. We're gonna have to use our shoes if we want to use it. That's probably worth it at this point. Yeah. We'll see what they do. They might be super disruptive here. Alright, well... My turn. He gives me frostbites. We'll assume he's not going to give me frostbites. Requires 1 resource here, so 3 resources. Technically, it only requires 1 blue currently. I can't block this for 5. I wish I had a D-react, so I think we just let this... Yeah. I can give him a card, but I don't super want to. Not on something I can't fully block. He's close that I could almost give Mask Momentum. I guess there's a world where I gave a blue and Mask there. Ooh, Flake Out is not the thing I want to see. Oh, this is just the Dominate one? If it was the Frostbite one, I'd be a little worried. Ooh, it might mean he can, channel like Frigid. Well, see, that's why I kept both my blues. In case something like this happened. I think I still can have my turn with 6 resources, I think. Let me think. Okay, so... Cards and activated abilities cost heroes an additional 1. So this will cost 1. I feel like the Retrieve would still be 1, so that's 2. It would cost 2 to swing, 2 to swing. I can't do the whole turn. Son of a gun, I can't do the whole turn. Channel like Frigid is a bastard. It's alright, we just don't play the dual threat, I think. I think we just do everything else. We arsenal the dual threat. Okay, so we go... Yeah, we go up sticks, pitching concealed, I guess. We're gonna pitch both blues, so it doesn't... Yep, we'll retrieve a dagger. Then we'll swing. 4. And then I guess we just throw cut through for 5. Oh wait. I should use one of my things here. sorry. Go back, turn that on. Okay. It's not gonna let me get my resource. I fucked it up, it's fine. I think if I had gotten a resource off of blood splattered there, I could have then swung this needle for 3 and had the 1 resource left over to still cut through. So I missed out on 2 damage there. I didn't turn on my chest in time. But that's okay. We're just gonna arsenal, dual threat, and move on. I don't want to waste too much of this Lexi's time. I should have thought ahead and already had the blood splattered vest turned on there. I think that's just like a trigger, right? Channel like Fidget wouldn't fuck with that. Yeah, I think so. So I missed out on 2 damage there. We'll see. If I lose by 2 damage, we know why. Oh, there's 3 of the count. What arrows am I dealing with? Ooh, Chilling Ice Vein. That's a good one. Still have 2 blues though, so just depends on if Channel Lake Frigid is going to be sticking around for a whole turn or not. Oh, he revealed an Ice Quake. He has a blue and another arrow. He can send an Ice Quake arrow up next. This is not great. This is where I wish I had 2D reacts right now. Oh, except Channel Lake Frigid would make that suck. What's the good line here? It depends. Like, he might pitch that Ice Quake to keep Channel around. In which case, I need more cards. I feel like I probably want to block this. Which I don't love. Because he's probably still just going to bone me, but it's fine. We're just going to block it. Oh, he had another blue, ice card. So yeah, Channel Lake Frigid was sticking around no matter what. We're just going to block as much as we can and wait until it goes away. He's at 9. Got to do a lot of work to deal with me before I can smack him around. He gets an extra damage there, but I don't think that was worth it. You could have... Oh, I guess it gives me a frostbite, but again, I'm under Lake Frigid. Arsenaling Ice Quake there seems pretty sick. You get to start your turn by flipping it face up and giving me a frostbite and then play it. I don't think that was worth... Oh, it didn't even give me a frostbite? Oh, no, it's not even that. It makes you lose a card, that's right. I had already blocked with my last card. That was a better arsenal target in my opinion. We'll just pass. I'm at 20, you're at 9. This thing is probably not sticking around for another turn. Then draw blue, so that's great. And I can't play my Sink Below without paying for it. But that's alright, we'll see what happens. I need to refresh, or do you need to refresh? You need to refresh, okay. Alright, pitching Polar Blast. There's no way you have 3 ice cards. Right? Right? Okay, another Bolden Shot. Well, this time I can block it for 5, so I guess I do. What am I pitching? I guess if I draw a blue and Channel goes away, then Bittering Thorns and Command and Conquer is the play. Oh, but I'm not going to even have that as an option. So then Command and Conquer. Okay, so we bought our move. Alright. Yep, just block the 1, and then we'll Sink Below it. Pitching, pick up the point. Oh wait, I wanted the bottom of card. Did I skip that? I did. Oh well. My bad. I love to click that big green button. Alright, I'll just throw the Bettering Thorns at him, I guess. That was a bummer though, I should have done that. Nah, maybe we just block them. Do you have any more loads? Codex would be really bad here, but I'll block it. Give it go again, so it's probably Codex. Oh no, it's just Quiver. It whiffed. Okay, good. See, I'm making mistakes, but my opponent is doing weird things and having bad luck, so it's all working out. Alright, do your worst. What do you got for me, pal? I finally drew a hand that's still not that impressive, but it's good enough. I can make it work. I think it wins the game if I can play it. He sends no disruption and just damage. I think I'm in the clear. Ooh, a hamstring shot. That is a little disruptive, but I think I can afford it. Yeah, because my turn costs 3, 5, and I got 6, and I can get extra out of the vest. So I'm chill with that. What is your follow-up is the question. This will come in for 7 with dual threats. Oh, remorseless. I think my turn is still worth it, but that sucks. That's fine. It's not good enough. It's good, but it's not good enough. Alright, here we go. I think this is the turn where we win the game. I think. Time to release our Bankai. I've been watching a WoW streamer play RuneScape lately. He loves to talk about his Bankai. Alright, so we're gonna go pick up sticks. And we swing a huge Zephyr Needle. Oh, Blizzard. That sucks, but I think I can still play through that, I think. I need to make a resource off of my thing. Then I can. Thank you, Blood Splattered Vest, although I think this would be Tunic. Oh, it's turn 7, it would totally be Tunic. Unless I used it the previous turn, I guess. And we'll make a resource off of that, because we need one more resource. And now we crack our shoes. We send this bad boy for 1. And now he sees the writing on the wall. And we play our dual threats. I love dual threat, by the way. What a well-designed card. Only certain heroes can utilize it, but it is just so good. And then we throw a needle for 5? Yeah, needle for 5. So we threw 2 needles for this turn, 1 for 4, and 1 for 5. Can't break either of them unless you have an unmovable. He actually blocked that one, that's sick. Now we're going to throw Sirens for 7, which is going to heal us a little bit. And then threaten him a lot of it. Oh, he's going to lose his arsenal here too. Yeah, this is over. We've won. I think he has to drop to... Oh, it's just over. He dies. Jeez. There we go. Again. His arsenal was a drill shot. But he could have thrown a drill shot at me. Let's see. Did he ever get... Yeah, he had a Swift. I wonder if he had another 0 cost on arsenal ever. Where is he playing Codex of Frailty? Surely he was, right? Oh no, no Codex of Frailty. Wow. That's a surprise. Alright, I'm gonna grab a beer real quick, but then we're gonna jump into another game immediately. Alright, I'm back. How's everybody doing tonight out there? You guys getting ready for ProQuest season? I hope you are. I'm honestly just so stoked about Worlds. Did you guys hear the news about Brendan Patrick coming back? The Brendan Patrick of Arsenal Pass is back for Worlds. Says he's been excited about a full CC tournament ever since Pro Tour 1. A tournament where there's no draft to throw a monkey wrench into your plans. A tournament where you just have to play decks that you have played and built and brought and had a plan with from the start. I mean, just like Brendan, man, there's a reason he's coming back for this tournament. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun one. Cheers to Fab and to good times in Philadelphia. I've heard there's a huge Philly game that weekend as well, so it's going to be a party in Philly. But anyways, let's hop into another game. So we're sticking with Andrew's list. He gave us some insights in the chat. Want to play Dio? Yeah, I'd play Dio. Send me a link. Good man. I hope you're good as well. I appreciate that, Leroy. I'm doing great. It's a good time to be a flesh and blooder. It's a good time to be a human being. There's some questionable things happening in the world, but for the most part, I feel like it's on the up and up. I hope. We'll see. But yeah, let's we need to update our win-loss. We are now 1-0. And we sideboarded wrong too. But our Ira friends played well. I just think that their deck construction was a little funky. So let's see. I can try and go off of Andrew's advice and try and make a sideboard package here real quick, like. This is what my main board / sideboard looks like, by the way. I'm not sure what he's referencing there. Did he link something in the chat that I missed? But, in any case, he said that the only time he plays stuff other than flippers is in the Kano. So, inventory the hood, inventory the Void. And then flippers is probably the go-to for any ruin blades. I'm missing 2 copies of Bleed Out and 2 copies of Bittering. So let's have a look. Oh wow, yeah, it is. Oh, and it's missing 4 cards, so there you go. That's funny that Andrew knew that, just by looking. I may have shown it, and maybe he just saw the deck. It's like, hey, these are missing. Boop, boop. There we go. Alright, so now we've got all of our Bleed Outs and all of our Bittering Thorns. And Bittering Thorns, like, that's a card you want 3 of. It's funny, I think we saw 1 of each of them in that match. So our 1-ofs showed up. And let's see. He also said Gravekeeping is sideboard. Boop, boop, boop. Versus Lexi, I would be siding out Gravekeeping, Oasis, and Weakest Link. So we're gonna sideboard. Did I say Gravy? I meant to say Lexi. We're gonna sideboard Oasis. We're gonna sideboard Weakest Link. These make sense as sideboards. They're kind of like cards that only should come in certain matchups. So this has us at a 60 card base. I'm trying to think of if there's anything in here that I wouldn't want. It's cool to see Ripple Away. That's nifty. Anything here that I would not want in the base? Oh, I guess maybe Erase Face. That feels like something that should only be in certain matchups. And everything else feels pretty standard, yeah. Ooh, he's not on all the pick up the points. I think Naib was on all of them. Yeah, am I crazy? No, he wasn't on the yellows. He was just on the... But he was on all the pickup sticks. Andrew decided to just be on all the pickup sticks. Oh, he's not on the red ones? What? Andrew, you said no red pickup sticks? Wow. That was one thing that we all decided on the card guys. Like, we liked every single copy of pickup sticks, but we only liked the red and the blue pickup the points. You said no to the red, or rather up the sticks and round. That's what it's called, not pickup sticks. No to the red up sticks. Wow. Huh. Oh no, it's right there. I'm stupid. Oh my god. It's just, I'm sure chat is pointing this out. Alright, that's fine. So we got like 57 card main right now. I can pull in sideboard cards as I like. I think this is good. Let's take a look at the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. It blocked my link. Oh, that's sorry. Yeah, I'll have to message Kyle about that. You can only share links if you have like certain permissions. Sideboard is Bleed Out, Erase Face, Gravekeeping, Oasis, Sync, and Weakest Link. That's funny. I assumed Sync was main board, but we'll side out the Syncs. And we will side out the Bleed Outs. And if you're friends with me on Discord, feel free to send me that link. If you're not, then feel free to add me, or I will try to add you, because I love having friends in the world of Flesh and Blood. Alright, so real quick, though, sideboard is... I think we got it, but it's Bleed Out, Erase Face, Gravekeeping, Oasis, Sink Below, and Weakest Link. Alright, cool, we got it. That kind of makes sense. Sink Below is the one thing that I feel like I would have just kept in main because it's Sink Below, but that makes a lot of sense. I usually use Bleed Out and Sink, then whatever tech card is good. I'm on Rainbow Up 6. Yeah, I got there. For some reason, my brain just did not see the red one. I was totally oblivious to it. Alright, though. Cool. Let's jump into another game and see what happened. If anybody feels like challenging me, just go ahead and jump into the lobby whenever you see an Ira in the open Living Legend lobby. Speak of the double, there's an Icelander. Icelander, I'll go first. I don't want them doing the Arsenal shenanigans. Alright, so I would imagine he probably brings in Tide Flippers here. Hello. Good luck, have fun. But he says he usually brings in Bleed Out and Sinks. Sinks only come out versus Wizards and Oldham. I assume it probably comes out here too. Let me think. Icelander. Does Icelander have like instants I need to target with Weakest Link? Honestly, not even sure. Race Face. Race Face has text, right? Yeah, Race Face has text. Oasis has text? Sure, Oasis has text. Sure. And then 3 more cards. Gravekeeping? Does Gravekeeping have text? No, Gravekeeping has no text. I guess Bleed Out. We'll send that. Alrighty. This looks like a... I don't know, this almost feels like a lean-in turn. Oh, this isn't 0 cost. Oh, but it doesn't matter with needles. That's great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean in. I probably could have just played up 6 there. Whatever. That's the thing. If they break it, I'll just pick it back up with one of my 2 pickup choices. Probably an Arsenal sensor here. Maybe pickup actually. Okay, we are going to have to pick it back up. That's fine. Go ahead and... Oh, well, I can flick it. That's right. Okay, so in that case... We do this one because I don't want him to break it. Unless he has a D-react, but I hope he doesn't. So then I flick the one that's breaking. Then I re-equip it with pick up the point. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get a thing off my blood splatter. That's how it is. Yeah. Like, how do I make this turn the best? Now we go pick up a point. We say yes. And we go sensor, and we get like at least 3 pieces of leak damage. And I guess I named the Aether Ice Bolt or whatever it's called. Aether Ice Vein. It's the disruption I don't want to see next turn. And then we get to arsenal that. Sweet. Oh, cool. So we can go big dagger. And we can go... Maybe I lead with little dagger. I guess we arsenal the blue upsticks here, huh? Maybe the ripple away, but it doesn't seem super worth it. Hopefully the Aether Ice Vein sensor just ruins their turn. Oof, a Tufa, Channel Lake Frigid. They pitched a Frosting and an Aether Ice Vein! We got the Aether Ice Vein! That's awesome! Okay, so this is coming in for 2. I'm under channel, so I don't think I can afford it, so we just take it. Especially since I'd only be stopping 1. Yeah, super not worth it. He'll have an arsenal. If it's not a blue, then this CNC is awesome. If it's blue, so we'd go... Pick up the points costing 1. And then we'd go CNC for 7 costing 3. And I can do it all. Sweet. Okay. That's still pretty good. 3 and then 7 threatening arsenal. Pretty sick. What is happening? I guess I'm waiting for them to decide if they want to play their arsenal or not. Oh, they're going to go ahead and play it. Okay. Well, I'm glad they're doing Ice Eternal when I'm already under Channel Lake Frigid. Like, you know, when it rains, it pours. Okay. What's happening to me? So you're giving me how many? What does this say again? All right. Did he fuse it? I assume. Cold Snap was revealed. Okay. So freeze arsenal. Create X frostbites under hero's control. Then, if Ice Eternal was refused, deal that arcane damage equal number. So I've got 3 frostbites and 3 arcane. I still have a turn with 3 frostbite. This is gonna cost 6. Fuck. No. Sorry. Thinking. Alright, well. What's happening? Yeah, I'll just take it. It's fine. And he had a single left. At least they're not going to do anything on their turn. Well. I guess I just swing a needle for 3? Can I afford it? I have 3 frostbites, so basically 4 frostbites. So this would cost 5 to swing? Well, you know what? I can do it if I pitch both cards, I think. So we'll do it. It comes in for 3. I can play a head jab off of my needle. Good enough. Go away, Channel Lake Bridget. That's fine. I mean, that could have been worse, you know? I took, what, 4 damage? Or whatever. And he's gonna arsenal a thing that's not offensive, because he showed it to me with the fuse, so that's pretty good. I wish we had CNC now. CNC now would be nasty. Play it immediately. Can he? Okay, he could. I guess it would be kind of worth it because it would draw him a card. That's neat. Alright, well, I think this turn looks a little something like... Oh, no, give me a frostbite if he plays it too. Alright, well, I think we lead with that. I can always replace it if he decides to break it. I should have just played up 6 to make it bigger, though. That would have been better. Oh well. I'll just pick it back up if I need to. Oof, but I love that song and dance of like tempting him to break, you know. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if they break or not. Do I need the resource? No, I don't think. This already costs 0 and everything else. Alright, so now I think we just send huge Zephyr Needle. Oh, it breaks the chain. That's okay though. I'm gonna go huge Zephyr Needle into cut through and to bleed out. It should threaten mask. It should force him to block, and then I'll Arsenal Oasis. Oh, damn, he's gonna play it. It's funny, I don't think a single Frostbite is good enough to slow me down. No, I don't care. Here's my ally. Here's my arsenal that I just played. Also take the 3 damage off your staff, that is fine. I'm gonna come out on top on this exchange. Everything else is going to be 0 cost, unless he blocks this, but I don't think he's going to block it. We'll see. Hey, thanks for showing up, Bestodian. That's pretty cool to have the guy who actually won the tournament with the deck that I'm playing in chat. Pretty sick. And then, what was the line? I was going to go cut through into bleed out. I don't want to go bleed out into cut through though for some reason, so we're going to do that. I know it doesn't make a difference, and he's probably going to have a sink below, so it doesn't matter either way. But I changed my mind. I want to do bleed out into cut through. Oh, we might draw. We draw a 0 cost. We are cooking. We draw a 1 cost. I'll wish I'd got a resource off of blood. Ooh, this is gonna draw unless he gives me an extra. It's okay. That's sick though, because that won't make my other turns. If I have a turn that relies on +1s, I don't have to worry about his gloves now, which is pretty sweet. And I just arsenaled an Oasis. Of course I didn't draw a blue. Of course. Alright, what does this hand look like? It honestly looks like Needle, or rather, maybe Pain into Needle. It should be Needle into Pain though. Like CNC. Yeah, because I can go Needle, then Pain, then Flick. Yeah, that's the line. Yeah, Needle, Pain. The Oasis is just, you know, tougher. I should probably block with. I should have blocked with the CNC here. If he throws something magic next, then I've wasted 3 value. Or Tunic would be sick, but I think I don't think he's on it. It's just Blood Splatter. Yeah, makes sense. Blood Splatter on the offense. Crazy. Where the fuck is my Battle Shark? There it is. Sorry. Ooh, it's a physical attack. We got bailed out. Alright, so yeah, we block with this because we're gonna save the Oasis for later. And this yellow is good enough for... Excuse me. This yellow is good enough for Pain in the backside into Command and Conquer if I flick it down. Or no, it's good enough for Needle, Pain, then Command. This is a good turn. We like that. We like that a lot. Looks a little something like this. First, we tempt them to block our Needle. The funny thing is, if they do pop it, I was gonna flick it this turn anyways. And if they don't pop it, then I just won't flick it. Right? Or do I flick it? I think I still flick it. Well, I'll go ahead and make the money now. And we'll Pain in the backside for 4. And then we'll just CNC for 6. Not threatening their arsenal, but threatening decent damage when they're kind of low on life. Look at that, they're already blocking. Oh, I should have flicked there. This doesn't have to go again. I've already got an arsenal. I guess I won't flick. I kind of wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary. We should keep our options open. 1 damage isn't worth the 2 that I might get out of swinging it. And then I could flick it now, then it's 3. Look at that, we drew a throw dagger. And a dual threat, so we have a reason to... Ah, crap, we don't have a... Well, I could draw it off a dual threat. Okay. Oh, daggers gain +1 this turn. That's pretty cool. But I want to try and draw an attack, so I guess we... Yeah, because then I can, if he does block this, I can then cut through and then flick. Turn on, cut through. Yeah. And Ira's so cool. What a sick hero. Did a good job with her. I mean, she just gives +1, but she's pretty sick. do I need to refresh? What's happening? Now I get to hit him with the "Are you there?" He hit me with that earlier. I guess he has a reason to think. He might have like a blue instant, a blizzard, or any number of blues could be pretty gross right now. But I don't have to throw dagger. I can just pitch this blue. That's the cool thing about this hero. Although I guess it makes my dual threat not so great, but it's whatever. Was I super slow on this turn? I'm curious why this guy's taking 1,000. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm the one who's patient. It could just be me. Oh, there we go. Channel Lake Frigid. Alright, he had something to think about. I wish there was like a "oh, I see." Or a "no worries." Oh, no problem. Alright, Channel Lake Frigid is happening. I have no counterplays. Now I'm under CLV. Does this matter? Let's think. This next swing is going to cost 3, so I have to pitch that anyways. We're probably just going to dual threat. This would cost 2. Currently up to 5. Cost 3, leaving me with 2. So I would need the resource if he throws a spell at me, but he's already played his arsenals. Oh, well, he can do a waning. Do I want to cash this in on waning? We get to put dual threat into arsenal if we do that. It just depends on if I want to... Oh yeah, he's got the tunic counter. We're going to have a chance to win. It's worth it. Alright, so now we just go... Zephyr Needle is going to cost 1, 2, 3. We can afford that. Cut Through is going to cost 1. And Oasis is going to cost 2. So I can afford everything. Alright. So now we just go Needle for 3. Ooh, he considered blocking with Tunic? Or is he trying to pick up the resource? He's probably trying to pick up. Or he's going to do both. I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, he doesn't want Mask. Okay. Do I have a reason to flick? Not on their channel. Not on our channel. That's fine. I already have an arsenal target, so I don't care about you. We did pick up the resource, though. Now we cut through. And we Oasis the winning move. The reason he's got the 2 resources, he wants the waning moon. What? You're not going to? He is, okay. And I play the Oasis. Targeting the waning moon. Should stop all of the damage. Then I just arsenal the dual threat. And he basically needs to have like a 3 for 7 or a burn bear to keep his Lake Frigid. And he had it, so okay. That's pretty good. I have a dual threat in arsenal. I think we can play through this? Yeah, we can play through this, I think. 2, needed this to be a blue. Whatever, I'm not going to pay 1 to stop 1. Still kind of in the lead. So 4, 5, 6. 1 resource short. That sucks. Having a dual threat turn under a Channel Lake Frigid is crazy. So, do I just hold this back, I guess? Oh, I'd have to pay for the dual threat too, so I definitely... Okay, then we just have a regular last turn. Pick up the points. And then we... hang on the backside for 4. Maybe I should have led with the needle, actually. Yeah, I probably should have led with the needle. Whatever. This should tempt a block. It's threatening extra damage. He's at 7. I think I should have led with the needle so I could have threatened mask more easily here, but whatever. Oh, I got 2 cards. That's still pretty good. But I still think it was correct to lead with me. Or lead with needle. Now I guess I tempt him to block. But give me another card so you basically don't get to have a turn and don't have an option. Didn't, so now we pass. Me at 19, I feel like I'm not too scared at this point, but we'll see. Hey, 7's pretty good, but I know his channel's going away, he'll be off of an arsenal. He has to have like a miracle to slow me down. 10 is pretty good. That's great, actually. Well, I don't have a second attack for a race face, but that's okay. So we play up sticks, and then we go needle for like 6. Something crazy. Up sticks is ridiculous, man. Oh yeah, you gotta block that for something. It's your Icelander. Okay, he blocked it for 6. Seems reasonable. I think he does lose the game this turn, unfortunately. I think we'll go ahead and needle here. And I'm gonna basically dual threat erase face for him. The old second use of dual threat, you don't have to use it for 6. Sometimes you just make your 2 for 6 and 9 and it's good enough. We'll take it. Oops. I'm about to say good game, not gotta go. Oh well. Alright. That's a second dub. I used more time there, my bad. We'll go ahead and update the win-loss to a 2-0 now. 2-0. And we'll go ahead and get ready to dive into the next one. Before we beat a Lexi and an Icelander, which kind of makes sense. You know, the ice decks are used to dealing with decks that don't have as many blues as Ira does. So that's kind of cool. What's up, Will? What's up, Ed Frank Black? Good to see you. I'm just chilling here, enjoying some Ira gameplay. Ira, one of my favorite fab heroes. I actually have a stack of Ira. Whoopsie. I have a stack of Ira welcome decks wrapped in the cellophane, or starter decks, I guess I should call them. I'm always ready to hand them out anytime I meet somebody who might be interested in Flesh and Blood. So it's pretty exciting for me to see Ira as a hero that is not only good in the regular constructed format, but is actually putting up numbers in Living Legend. That's pretty cool to see. Pretty darn cool to see. But yeah. How's everybody else doing? Anybody excited for Philly? I've been talking about it all stream, but Philly's the big event for me. Excited for Worlds. Excited for if I don't do well, I can go and watch. Oh my God, I think this might be Sean. Rip Mons. If I don't do well, I feel like I can just hang out with friends and go see an Eagles game. Apparently, there's a good football game that weekend. But if I do well, then that's even more exciting. Come on. Who doesn't want to top 8 worlds? Alright, so this is... Oh, what? Where? My opponent's gone. Oh, so much for rip bonds. I should have sideboarded quicker. LOL, you win, then gotta go last second. Not on purpose. That was on accident. Not chain left untouched is probably too busted. In Living Legend, they just gave Chain some help. They just unbanned Dirge, so that makes me think that Chain maybe needed some help. Or maybe LSS fucked up, if that's your point of view. I feel like Crown, no bans, Oldhim could take on Chain as one example. Are you saying, like, if they didn't ban Crown? I'll admit, I'm of the opinion that Crown of Siege should not have been banned in Living Legend. Now, I don't fully understand how good Crown of Siege actually was, but as someone who likes Briar, I would love to have that as an option. And as someone who loves playing Prism in Living Legend, I want Starvo to be a good deck so that I can beat Starvo with Prism. So Crown of Seeds, from my point of view, I like that card and I want it to be legal. But there's probably smarter people at LSS and in the Flesh and Blood community in general that understand why Crown of Siege is a good ban. But I just feel like Living Legends is the kind of format where Crown of Siege should exist, but that's just me. Hopefully I can make it out to Philly, would be my first large event. Leroy, that'd be sick, bro. If you do make it out, come say what's up. Oh my gosh, another Icelander. Alright, well I guess we just do the same sideboard we did before. Tide Flippers, and I want Lead Outs. Erase Face, and Oasis, I think was the choices, yeah. Anyways, though, did you give out your take on the BNR earlier? Well, I am surprised they hit Gravy as hard as they hit him. I thought they were going to be a little bit lighter on Gravy. But I'm kind of happy about it. It was a little annoying how strong he was. Like, I understand board state heroes are strong in Flesh and Blood, but when the Gravies, like, had all the gold and they just did a zillion draws and found the nuts, it didn't feel good from the other side of the table. So it's nice to see Tipple get ahead. Hold on, I have to figure out what's happening to me. Oh, wait. I should totally Oasis that. Because that seems like as good a time as any to Oasis something. And I'm pretty chill with the other bans and non-bans. Fuck, I wanna Oasis this shit. That way I only take one. Alright, so... Yeah, it's fine. If he breaks a needle, I'll just get it back later. So, I think with current card pool, Ruin Gate Chain untouched versus full card old one, Chain's game to win. Okay. Isn't Ruin Gate Chain kind of in some trouble right now, though? I thought Ruin Gate Chain got hit harder than Ruin Gate Chain. Eagles, Lions, let's go. As a Michigander, that's like my main inclination to go. Hell yeah, Matt. I think Matt and I were speaking purely of Star Wars and this. Okay. I think there still would be. Is this on me? Oh, gonna break my needle. That's cool though. I'll just get it back later. Alright, buddy. I'd love to swing my next needle, please. Hopefully you don't have a D-react for it. There we go. Hard hit shows... Sick. Bleed out. I think I maybe do a race face here, but if he had channel like Frigid, he would probably have already. Let's Arsenal race face for now. Did. Oh, they conceded. Again. What was in their arsenal? Ice Bolt. Bunch of ice cards. Admittedly, they didn't have a good hand. Alright, well. That brings us up to 3-0. See if we can find a full match after this. Alright, hard hit shows they are taking the 0.5 multiplier seriously, in my opinion. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Cap. But I will take your word for it. I love the hard hit. Oh, wait. Hard hit shows they are taking. Okay, cool. I love the hard hit to Gravy, so I can play him now at locals and not feel bad. You know what, Matt? I support that. Oh, I have a match, I think. Sure. I'll go first. Go. Findel Spirit. I wonder who that is. We're gonna run Tide Flippers. This is Viserai. This should be a good matchup. Bleed outs. Sync makes sense. And Erase Face makes sense. Everything else is probably not worth it. Closing stream. Kuba was telling me you guys had a blast in Singapore. Hell yeah. Alright, let's rock and roll. Personally, I wouldn't have cared if no bans happened and I don't play Slippy or Gravy. I kinda understand that, but I'll admit, Bonds sometimes felt pretty unfair, and sometimes Gravy felt pretty unfair too. So it's like, I've lived through those experiences, so I kind of get where Elsa's was coming from. What up, Willie B? What up, Spindel's Fighting Spirit? Well, good luck in our match. But never like Bonds of Agony, so happy to see that gone. Yeah, I don't love cards that let you just look through your opponent's whole deck. That seems a little too much. Cheering you on from the gas station. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. So, I got a dual threat and a sink below. They're both really good arsenal targets. I think I'm going to try and tempt him into blocking. And I'm going to make it bigger with Knives Out. Oh wait, that doesn't work like that. That's right. Shit! Okay, well, that's a learning moment for me. Yeah, that's a learning moment for me. I should have kept the pickup. Well, Knives Out just get a little damage there. Alright, so we're down an Needle, but hopefully the deck can perform even without that. Look at that. There's a pick up the point. We're fine. Ooh, and Warmongers has text here. We might bottom the dual threat, which is funny. I think we will. I want to Warmongers him. There's a CNC, that's great. Well, now we have different finishers, though. Well, that gives us options to block or pitch. Probably gonna pitch here. Stop some damage. Yeah, we'll just finish the CNC. Well, does he have a card left? I don't think he has a card left. Okay, make CNC worse. Do we stop 3, or do we Warmonger? I think we Warmongers and we Arsenal CNC. I think that's the line. What's my Arsenal right now? I just played it to a sink below. Yeah, no, we gotta eat all this damage. It's gonna set us up for the future. It sucks, but I think it's the line. We're gonna go basically pick up the point, then pick up Needle. No, we want to tempt him to block. It's fine. We'll pick up a Needle no matter what. We don't need to. We can go pick up for 4. Like, that's pretty good. We didn't even block it. Look at that. So I'm still gonna have both. Oh, sorry, can't pick that up. Tempt him to break it. Now we Warmongers and make him feel bad for not blocking. Hopefully. I'm gonna choose War. What did he choose? Oh, he chose Peace. Oh, that makes my CNC even better, I think. He has a bunch of fucking, make a bunch of chance cards. He might. We don't have a go again attack? That sucks. Probably still just CNC for 9 here, though. For someone that's not. Alright, he did keep it Arsenal. That is great news for me. Got Dirge, that's okay. Oh, that's right. I'm under War. These cards are bad. My plan was to Arsenals snatch, so I don't get to do it there. Okay. Oof, this is not great actually. Okay. So what's the turn? Got an arsenal. We pitch the blue. That should be needle, CNC. That's probably personals. Make them block a needle, and now this is harder to block. Oh, I'll ditch my dual threat all day. Well, actually, probably ditch the snatch. Oh, he changed his mind. No, he's gonna do it. Which am I losing? I'm down a needle, so dual threat is probably worse, so we keep the snatch. Up sticks closer to the top, just in case we go the distance. So he's got a bunch of chances. Just swing a sword, or is he? Oh, that. Gotta refresh because this is not loading. Is the attack? I just want to know. Arsenal, not dual threat, the other thing. Well, I definitely don't need this many food, right? Pay for some snatch, that's right, okay. Crap. What does the turn look like? Turn looks like big dagger into little dagger into that. So we do it like that. I thought we stopped 6. That's pretty good. Alright, so we go up sticks. We re-equip. We go big needle into slightly big needle into snatch. That's a pretty good turn, to be honest. Because we're going to threaten to refill our arsenal, which is pretty good if you ask me. Oh, they gave us the armor, that makes sense. Ooh, they still have skeletons, I forgot about them. You can pop off. It's scary. This is a pretty good turn right here if he doesn't disrupt me. Oh wow, he's still got his full grip. This might be our first loss of the night. We'll see. This turn's got to be pretty good. But with a 5-card hand and 2 malefics, there's a chance that this turn is fucking crazy. And Skeleton and that up. Well, it only got 3 chance, but it's still got a lot of potential. Alright, so we're going to lead with Machination. Going to have Overpower and Go again. And it's going to be Drawn. Oof, that's pretty good actually, because it's going to draw a card. Alright. Do I want to pay for any of this? If I want to have a turn, I have to keep all these cards, so I guess not. Let's see how bad this gets for me. Inflict this game. It's probably another thing where I may have missed out on a damage. Oof, Become is pretty rough. Whatever he's getting. Probably, Dirge, yeah. Dirge makes a lot of sense. Oh, and then now we're doing the combo? Yep, now we're doing the combo. That's pretty good. Oh, did he whiff? No, he did not whiff. He had a perfect split? A perfect split? Are you kidding? Oh, come on. Let's see. Mordred Tide, Become, Ruin Flash, Swarm, Amplified, Malefic. Oh my god, a perfect split. Get out of here. Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? That's crazy. I've lost the game off that, unfortunately. Damn. Oh my god, with more to come. Yeah, no, that... What am I supposed to do? I'll just die. Jeez, LOL. Three for 3 is rad. Am I going to Philly? Yes, sir. Tell Nathan that's how you play Viserai. Ha! Hell yeah. The end, Philly bud. Take a look at that. 19. What kind of turn was I about to have? So 2, rather 6, then 3, so 9, then 4, so 13, then 3, threatening 4, so 8. Yeah, he still had some wiggle room. Viserai. Viserai with Dirge is back, which is pretty sick. Nah, that was fun. That was a good game. Hell yeah. That was a blast. That was a good stream. I think we're gonna call it there, but you know, we went, what did we go? We went 3-1. I can go ahead and update that win-loss right now real quickly. But we won our first 3, and then we caught a loss against a Viserai who played very well. And had a pretty nutty go-off turn with their Sonata combo. That was super fun. That was rad. I really enjoyed that. So is Ira the best deck in Living Legend format? I would argue maybe. Is that an answer? No. But I don't know. She's doing some pretty darn good things. And aside from decks like Viserai or like Chain, and even Chain has a slightly harder time because she's got so many disruptive attacks, and Carrion Husk got banned. But I'd like to think that Ira maybe is got the best average across the field in Living Legend. But is she the best Living Legend deck? I'm going to argue no. I think that Viserai with Dirge, Chain with Dirge are really going to be able to show up. And there's probably some other Living Legend decks that people haven't even figured out yet. But as far as something that's going to be good no matter what, oh yeah, Ira's your go-to. She's super good. I sideboarded wrong into some of the games tonight, and I still managed to pull out a dub. Like that should tell you something. But this was super fun. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. Let's see if chat's saying anything before I get out of here. Hey Will, how's things been? Is this what you're looking at for Living Legend right now? What about the latest CC reps? Things are going good. Yeah, as far as Living Legend goes for Philly, I'm currently looking at Ira, but I've got a close eye on Chain too. I think that there's a lot of options. I've heard a lot of rumors from people that Living Legend is it's got some stuff that people haven't even figured out yet. So you guys might be surprised when it comes to World. Just wait and see. Hey, is that the Edge of Air? Oh yeah, the one, the only, the Edge of Air in the chat. But no, yeah, this was super fun. Ira, I think, is a damn good Living Legend deck. I think there's some surprises that are yet to come out. And I think Chain and Viserai are really the decks that you need to keep an eye on. They're going to be quite the powerhouse. GG's for the game. Surprised you're not still on Prism from Chicago. Hey, you know I love Prism. I'm just slightly worried that Prism isn't the move for Living Legend right now. I think she's fine, but there's so many decks that are probably a better choice. In my gut, that's what I think. But if Prism turns out to be a sneaky good choice, I'm going to be on Prism no matter what. I already thought about that. I was like, if I can somehow make Prism viable for Living Legend in Philly, I'm just going to play Prism. I'm just pretty sure it'd be smarter to play something else. We'll have to wait and see. But in any case, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for coming and chilling with me tonight. You guys have a great rest of your night. And until next time, this is Willie B, signing off. Peace out.